Hey, this is Gordon Goodwin. Lovejoy High School. Just listened to you guys play my man Sam. Pretty much nailed it. What's up, Lovejoy? I mean, this kind of music is sometimes can be elusive for younger players, but you guys felt like you really get it. The tempo, nice and locked at this tempo. This kind of a medium, fast-ish, kind of a medium tempo thing. It's not this. You could do it this tempo, but it's a little bit logy. But if you go then it loses the kind of the charm. You right? You guys are right on the money. But check this out. I got the big fat band version here. We recorded the song. Let's see what we did. We might be a little slower than you. Okay, now your tempo. Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close. So that's a good call. The horn section, the ensemble, the phrasing was really good. Very little evidence of the typical kind of uninformed swing feel articulation I hear from young bands. Most of the time it was just locked. Really, really refreshing to hear. Intonation, with a few little exceptions, a couple places, was great. I heard a couple of wrong notes here and there. You know, these chords on this song move around a lot. The key centers change, you know. It's like an F and it goes to D major at one point in the bridge, you know. So all of a sudden you've got an F sharp in your chord where most of the time you don't. Once I heard a few of those go by. But the blend was really good between sections. The only thing that I was I wish I could hear more of the instruments in the back row. More trumpets, more bass, definitely more piano. I know the environment that you recorded that video was not really one that you could mic each instrument like we did with our version, you know. When you do mic each instrument, then you can make adjustments in the mix. Like listen to the little piano fills that I play at the beginning of this song. They become more equally loud with the horns. Or like here. This little solo. That's some of the advantages of being in the studio. By the way, to the piano player, and I'm sorry I don't know everyone's names, you heard how I just played that lick. Do-de-do-do. It's a little grace note. It's not, you played it a little bit different. I think you gave a little more length to it. A minor thing. The solos were really good. They were assured, confident, negotiating all the chord changes pretty well, especially the tenor solo. Really, really nice job there. I think I think part of the issue, and actually the band is really tight, especially given the socially distanced setup. Sometimes that can be, I like to have, with my band, I like to have us as tight as I can be physically back pre-COVID, you know, so we could hear each other and also feel each other. And that's the next step, I think, for you guys. Once we get on the other side of COVID and you can set up in a normal fashion, hopefully that'll be sooner than later. And then you can all make a commitment to raising the game of your band by being aware. You're not always looking at the music. You're looking around. Somebody plays a solo, you give them a little nod. You give them some support. You build up the equity of the band, the confidence of the band by committing to it. I think a lot of you are already there from the sound of the ensemble. I can tell you worked really hard. in putting that together. The next step is for each of you individually to take responsibility going, I'm here playing in this band. I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm thinking about this chart, this band. How can I make it as good as it can be? As good as can be might mean that you contribute a lot, or it might mean that you step back and let others contribute. If you think of it like a pie graph, and there's only so much volume in this pie graph. And so everybody's relative contributions will change. Maybe the drummer has a little bit more for a while, then maybe the trumpets have a little bit more, and then the ratios change, and you have to be open to that. Even if it doesn't support your ego or your needs, the needs of the band are the most important thing, right? So that's what's I think next for you guys in terms of your maturation as musicians, and actually also as human beings. So long story short, really liked it, really enjoyed it very much, really appreciate you playing this. It's so weird for me to think that I was your age or a little younger, like 8th grade, when I first became aware of the music of Sammy Nestico, and grew on as my life, moved forward to become friends with him, and then write this chart. And now you're playing it. So thanks for entering the National Jazz Festival, and I hope everything goes well for you guys going forward. This is Gordon Goodwin. Thank you.